good job. You went around the other gate. These guys went around the other gate. They gained a little maybe, but you've got a perfectly clear lane. Did a good job there. No one to your left can get you. You got them all under control. Now it's a race for the right. Preston, he's got to pass that whole pack in there. There she is, 10300 is on port there. And he's got to try to find a way to get himself back ahead of her. That's going to be a tough task. But the right is looking windy, so he just might have the guts to just go. Maybe he just goes all the way right and he just wings it and passes a bunch of boats that are tired. My first videos of Chicken Cove. I haven't been over here all weekend. This is day 2. These guys are in about race 9 or something. We've got Chris Rose in this fleet. We had Kevin in this fleet yesterday, but he's not here today. Chris Rose had a 1121 or something yesterday or something crazy. He's going to be an 8900. He's pointing a little higher than the yellow boat there. Kosei. There's Chris just getting on the rail right there. So I don't know how he's doing today, but he looks like he is extremely good at looking at his sail right there and steering to his telltales. Yeah, see that? He's learning to become a racer now. When he gets slow, he immediately looks up at the sail. Now he sees himself losing a little. Watch this. He's gonna roll tack out of here, I bet. Look at this. He's looking around. Okay, he's gonna let Kosei tack. There's a lot of wind to my right here. Oh wow, that was a bad move, Kosei. He just gave Chris, oh, Chris's sail just left. He should tack. You want to tack, yep. You want to tack when you're making that end of the finish line. I'm not sure they're going to the finish, but if they're going to the finish, you want to tack when you're laying that end. He could trim an inch tighter and point up 1/2 degree here, but I'm glad he's not pinching it all. I mean, he is just ripping it. Kosei is just going a little higher, so Chris's VMG isn't quite as good. Oops. Yeah, he's just trying to make it interesting. So now the problem is that if Chris tacks, he loses about a boat length and a half, and Kosei is only 2 boat lengths behind. So that means it's gonna come down to, he's gotta nail his tack. If he does a bad tack, he loses 2 boat lengths. Kosei gets him. But I think Chris is just gonna, oh, it looks like they got another lap. Cool. Hi, Jade. So we got Jade. Didn't say hi, that's okay. Focused. Don't trim anymore yet. Now turn. 9088, trim. Head up till it luffs, you guys, then go back down a little. Up till it luffs, then back down a little. Trim in, bro. Jade, good job. We are allowed to help the C3s in the very back of the fleet and coach them along a little bit. Can't coach anybody but the back of the fleet. Jade looks great there. Right, see how she's testing it? She's going up a little, and when the sail luffs, she goes back down a little. It's hard to see, obviously. Watch Jade, she's trying to go up, and then when it sail luffs, she goes back down. It's perfect form, just leaning the shoulders out just a little. Very nice. Didn't let the main out in the tack. There it was a little. That's what you want to do. After the tack, a little tiny ease. She just came out of the tack a little close to the wind, but good job. This is the last race for C2s. There's the start line right there. The key to Chicken Cove is being more up in this wind direction where it's coming more from this corner up here. The key is starting up the line here. Wow, 102.84 doing a big dip start there. We're looking for Chris Rose. Look at him, he's coming from late. Chris has had extremely good regattas from what I understand. He's gonna let 8419 just push everybody else down. And then Chris is gonna...
$8791.
8791 was a boat I sailed when I was a late teenager. A guy would lend me that boat for bigger regattas. I had a Sydney Savet, which was real big. Look at Chris just rocketing out. He is not a pincher, that's for sure. Oh my goodness, that is just awesome, dude. I think you won C2, I believe. So this is just classic Chicken Cove, starting to the right. If the wind is this far right, west or northwest at all, this is west-northwest. It's all about staying up to the right end of the line and just being starboard tack close hauled all the way to the port tack lay line, essentially. All these kids down here just get left behind. If the wind is coming more from the roller coaster, from our left, over that way, it's a totally different ball game. But this is a classic Chicken Cove day. I did my first regatta here, 1978, in a Savet. And I got team raced by a bunch of kids, and I got thrown out of a B fleet race, even though I did nothing wrong. Oh, Chris. So Chris is third, and he just nailed attack. Again, he's not a pincher, man. Look at the speed this guy's got all the time. He just rips it. Okay, current's probably going out inside Chicken Cove here. So yesterday, a lot of people experienced it. Doesn't matter. I keep forgetting. I don't know why the course is so short. The windward mark is never this close at this regatta. So I keep thinking the windward mark's way up there like it normally is. So anyway, current's not making any difference. They're in plenty of wind. Yesterday, people would get up there at the windward mark a little further up and do 4 or 5 tacks because the current was going out pretty hard. Too much rudder on that tack. He just absolutely parked it right there. The rudder only goes over a half bit. Oh, that was a good move. He didn't yell starboard at that port tacker. He just let him cross, and then he rounded second. Okay, 30 seconds for the C3. I gotta come back over here. We've got 9995 Celeste. She had a breakdown. Jade is very late on port tack here. Celeste also on port tack in the last 20 seconds, so not good. You need to be on starboard with at least 40 or 50 seconds for us. See what happens when you get back in the back? There, that's okay. You're gonna come back. That's mass twist. That's gonna make the boat unstable. I mean, he's going plenty fast. So this is C2, last race of the regatta. He's winning this race. Chris is getting sat on by the next boat. So Chris has made a mistake here allowing this boat to block his wind, because all that's gonna happen now is all these boats, which are, they don't seem that close. They are definitely going to be gaining here. Chris should be bailing hard left here, as hard as he can, and cross this guy. Uh-oh. 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 Her mom is right there. Her mom is right there. Chris did it. Got to the inside. Now that's determination. Now some people would say the self-rescuing thing is a really big component, but the Naples Savet teaches you not to capsize. So we learn a lot from capsizing these boats. We don't capsize, so we actually get quite good. And then there's the guy leading. He's just crushing towards the finish. And there's Chris crushing. So I think Chris is a new C1, I'm pretty sure, with this, if he gets second here. I'm not sure. I hope it's not close. Just sailed a great regatta. C3 fleet, last race. Here's Jade. Before this race, we worked on going upwind and trying to climb up towards the windward mark. But then if the sail luffed, go down slow to fill the sail. A lot of people will yank the tiller back towards them when the sail luffs, and it's just, when the sail luffs a little, it's just a slow turn down and re-accelerate a little. But it worked for that. She's in third right here. This girl looks a little over-trimmed and just sailing cautious. This girl looks like she is pushing it hard. Loose vang. This is amazing C3 level. I mean, this is like C1 looking level pretty much. She could scoot back a tiny bit, but really, she looks outstanding. She sailed an old club boat for a couple years and now has a nice regatta. Here's Jade looking great. Jade doesn't see this very much, being her third or fourth or whatever regatta, so she doesn't see this, so it's all learning. Okay, this is a big gap right here. And so you just got to work on maintaining that gap. You don't even necessarily try hard to catch the guys ahead. It'd be nice. You just don't want this gap to get smaller. You just want to be able to calmly sail close hauled on port tack, close hauled on starboard, get to the finish. You need to be on the rail. Everybody's on the rail. Amazingly good steering and cleaning up. Sailing a club boat. Here's Celeste right here. Shoot, I didn't see her go through there. So Celeste had something break, like a leeboard mount. Her dad got it fixed or something for the last race. So on that rounding, I think you were just slow on the main sheet. So we got to work on trimming the main sheet, not too fast, but faster than you are. Just a little bit faster, actually. Just to say trim it faster is not good, because if you over trim as you go, you've got to trim really well on each point of sail as you go from a run up to a close hauled course. You've got to trim the main really well. You're just going a little slow on it. Now Jade should lead back that green boat out there. Starboard tack is much closer to the finish now. They're still on port. She should rip a tack, because she runs the risk of losing somebody who sneaks in at this end. It's 9536 ripping it into the finish. Here's someone coming from this side. There's Jade going higher than the green boat, duking it out. This is great learning. He's right next to somebody. Oh, look at you hiking. Hiking is good in this stuff. 8751 side slipping, and you're hiking harder than her? Look at that. You're not side slipping. Oh, you have another lap. Okay, classic chicken coke conditions here. We have another lap. C2s are up here, still going. Classic conditions, starboard tack close hauled. You got to be really good at starboard tack close hauled in the northwest. There's Chris in second. That guy needs a ton of vang. Chris needs less vang. And Chris needs to heel more. And here's, again, look at that, 9444 has just done the same thing. Starboard tack close hauled. You got to stay on the wind with speed. Just on the edge. I think you're doing great. 94444 is doing great there. You just got to relax and keep going. And look who's over here. No one else ahead of her. I mean, I think in fourth place is Celeste. She did it perfectly. She got to the right of the competition and she's just nailed the edge of the wind. Getting through some traffic here. Yep. Come back down, accelerate. So she might have a little bad air over there, but again, it's the right side. You can't get in that glassy water over there, but the right side in Chicken Cove. Gotta master it.